All right, guys, gonna work on the week 5 Krav material. So can't wait to actually be training with you guys, but well, this is gonna have to do. So, starting with our dynamic rotations. Neck. Make sure you give yourself enough time to really get loosened up. Shoulders. Start them small. Make sure you go the opposite direction. Across. We so often flip those hands over. That's going to give you a little bit of a different stretch in the back of your shoulders. Hips. Those knees. Martial artists need their knees as much as anything else because, well, we like to kick. Those ankles. Those hamstrings. All right, this is the point in time where I don't know if you'll be able to jog around your house, but do the best that you can in order to get the heart beating. Jumping jacks, that's a good one where you can really get the cardio going without having to use a lot of space. Also, it's going to be challenging without a partner, so if you've got a voluntary spouse who's willing to do the tag drill with you, if nothing else, get on the balls of your feet and really get that back and forth in that lateral movement. Get that activity. Again, it's a little bit different without a partner. Even if you have a mirror, do a little shadow boxing, but get that motion. Don't get too wide, you're too slow. Quick steps, ball of your feet, get in, get out, get off the side. All right, combatives. It's the ballistic attacks we use to neutralize the threat. This week, we're doing a back kick. Now, the back kick. This is going to be a kick where you pick your foot up and you're kicking it straight back. As a Taekwondo person, I would love to do side kicks. But here's a visual. Somebody comes up, gets you in a position where you don't have the ability to turn. That knee comes up, goes straight back. There are a lot of potential soft targets waiting for that kick. Whether you're getting thigh, inside of thigh, outside of thigh, frankly, right there, you're gonna put it right in the attacker's groin. All soft targets that are going to, they're gonna throw the attacker off. So either side, we can do these in the air, but I like the visual and the practical application is you're up against your car, you're going to get, somebody comes up behind you. Well, you don't have the ability to turn. Knee up, straight back. Knee up, straight back. This is not necessarily going to be a bone-crushing, jarring kick. But again, that knee comes up, that foot goes out. Hit those available vital targets. So just pick the knee up, straight back. In all reality, your toes should be pointing down. You're hitting with the bottom of your foot. Most likely you'll be wearing shoes. Really drive through, straight back. If you've got a bag or you've got something you can kick, load up, kick it straight back, and just visualize, you know, again, inside a thigh, outside a thigh, groin. You get it up, you can get them in the guts, fine. I think probably if you're putting that foot right there, groin shot's gonna be as good a target as you can ask for. So, that's the long range technique. Mid-range technique is a straight palm heel. Always starting with your hands active. I like to have them up because if I'm close enough to hit somebody, whether I'm punching or palm heel, and they're probably close enough to hit me, I'm not gonna take my chances. So, palm heel, it's the same motion we would use for a punch, but we're coming at it with this portion of our hand, the palm, and I wanna hit it with that meaty portion right next to the thumb. This is not a slap. This has to come straight. Some people can get away with it with their fingers curled. Some people will do it with their palm open. Just depends on the flexibility of your fingers. I like to do it with the palm open because then I'm not hitting the tips of my fingers. The nice thing, the importance thing of this versus a punch, if I punch and I hit something, I'm potentially going to mess up fingers. Do the same motion with my hand open. I'm a lot less likely to mess up a finger. Again, this also is not a big wind up, throw it. Hands here. So, do some reps. Be light on your feet. Again, just like if you were shadow boxing, you got a mirror perfect, where people will shadow box with fists, same thing. Pick your targets here also. Mostly gonna be face, could be throat, soft targets, nose, eyes, throat. It could be a shot to the sternum. You could do a palm heel to the solar plexus. I don't know that I would be shooting too far down because I don't want to leave my head available, but go for those soft targets. Again, nose is a really good one. Palm right to the nose, palm to the chin, the throat's available. Also, if you put a little bit of rotation on there, kind of gives you a good shot to go after something like the throat. So there's the mid-range technique. The short-range technique this week is a headbutt. Most important thing about the headbutt, you need to be in control of the target before you decide to hit it with your head. And here's what I mean. This is not, I'm just leading with my head, because that target can move, and then you're putting the wrong portion of your head onto the wrong portion of their head, and you both end up getting your skulls cracked. So in this case, you want to have control of the bad guy's head. And what that will allow you to do then is to have control. You hold their head, you pick the portion, the above your forehead, the front part, and then you can now control the whole motion. So this isn't a situation where, again, I'm not swinging my head, and I need to have control of the other person in order for me to make this strike count, where I'm dealing damage and not taking damage. So again, grab that head. You're gonna look at the crowd and you're going to pick, again, a soft target. Get him in the nose, get him in the bridge, right between the eyes. Control the head. You put your target and then you launch. Bring the head to you, but you launch, putting your force into their face. Again, this is not a, don't Google old WWE headbutt. That's make-believe. Grab, hold, aim, launch. This is a really difficult one to do with a partner. But if you've got, again, someone who's willing to do this with you, do it for the image training. Grab the head and just visualize where you're putting the crown of your head in to their nose, eyes, somewhere, again, soft target. So that's our long range, back kick, palm heel, headbutt. All right, fatigue drill. I think this week you should do some burpees. So jump up, all the way down. "60 seconds, keep going. You need to be tired. Ultimately, the only part of the engagement that you have complete control over is your level of fitness. You can last the first 15 to 25 seconds of any kind of engagement. It's highly likely that you will get out of that alive. All right, our defensive tactics. Methods we use to deflect, intercept, or invade an oncoming attack. Today we're working on footwork. That's our offensive or evasive maneuvering while maintaining balance and efficiency. All my Taekwondo students would be smiling right now because this is something very basic that we use anytime we spar. So as I go forward, I'm going to step and drag. What that helps to do is not ever leave me in between steps. It also, if I step together to step, that point where my feet are together, I'm now giving up my balance. So going forward, step, drag, step, drag. Again, that forces me to keep my feet wide, not crazy wide, comfortably wide, a little bit more than shoulder width, but at no point in time am I sacrificing my balance. Going backwards, same thing, opposite. So I'm going to take my back foot, step, drag my front foot. So forward, backward. Again, at no point in time, again, the most important thing, going either direction. I'm not putting my feet together, nor, even worse, crossing my feet. Someone's blitz attacking you, and they catch you here, you're going down. Doesn't matter which side you go forward. So it's step, drag, step, drag, step, drag. That's if you're going in a linear fashion. Sometimes going in that straight line is not the best idea. You gotta move laterally. We call it getting off the X. So, if that bad guy is right here, and they're coming at me, there comes a point in time where I can't go back any further. So going forward and backwards in that particular case may not be my best choice. So again, that attacker's coming this way. I want to step off the X. So I want to move off of that straight line, which allows me to reset and then attack. So again, attacker's coming straight at me. I'm going to take that back foot. I'm going to get off of that straight line, or get off the X, which leaves me still in a position to attack. Same thing going the opposite direction. I'm going to get off that line. Now, it may end up being a situation where I get off and I have to reorient. That's fine. But I need to get off. Again, blitz attack coming straight at me allows me to keep my body, my eyes on my attacker. Now be careful. I don't want you to step off. That leaves me open. I don't want to step this way. Now my back is turned. I got to keep my eyes. And again, if he's attacking this way, I don't have any attacks. I don't have anything I can use in that situation. So again, step off, reorient, step off, keep that attacker in front of you. And again, you can work this all the way in a circle. It's a good drill that you can practice with a partner. Just mirror them, have them start by coming forward, maintain your distance. All right, perceptual reactions to a violent attack. Tunnel vision. Vision will be focused on the perceived threat and virtually oblivious to everything else. Auditory exclusion. Hearing will deteriorate. Time dilation. The perception of time slows down. So, our self-defense. Choke from the rear. We use a rotational defense. So what's going to happen here? Someone is coming up to choke you from the rear. Most important thing is you very quickly need to break that choke. Arm up, turn, drive that elbow down. So someone's got you from the rear. Raise that arm up, step in, turn, and drive. This is not necessarily a strike. All you really want to do in this particular case is break the grip. So once you've broken the grip, then you have a number of different choices you can use for your Retsev. If you've got the ability to put them in a clinch, your arms are all going to be right there, then you can use your elbows, your knees, whatever other techniques. If you turn and you break the grip, you don't clinch, palm heel, front kick, knees. At this point, there's really not a wrong choice. So again, they're choking you. Raise that arm up. Can be done either side. Step your foot in. Drive that arm down. That should break their grip. That's the most important thing at this point. Break the grip. And then go to town. Again, with the Retsev, 5 to 7 ballistic attacks. There is no wrong answer there. Keep hitting them. Kick them, punch them, elbows, knees, palms, headbutts, eye gouges, whatever you've got in your arsenal at this point, use it. So one more time on each side. Coming up from behind, I raise my arm, I step in and I drive it down. Breaks the grip. Whether if I put them in a clinch, pin them, knee strikes to the guts, put the head down, knee strikes to the face, palm heels punches, and then the last thing after you do your Retsev, they're not already back, push them away, disengage. All right, guys, that's the techniques for this week. I know some of them are hard to do by yourself. practice those palm heels, practice that footwork. Footwork can be done completely by yourself. Again, step drag, get off the line, keep that bad guy lined up with that bad guy, keep him in front of you. Don't ever get turned around. Hopefully, we'll navigate through all of this fun coronavirus stuff. And until next week, I'll see you then.